Good afternoon and welcome to the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation against Nantucket Whalers Athletics. I'm Chris Morris alongside Dick Herman. I got Sean Davis on the camera today and of course Charles Douglas handling all the NCTV fun for us. Thanks very much for joining us here. We're coming to you live from Vito Capizzo Stadium for today's Whalers homecoming football game as your Whalers play host to the Falmouth Clippers. The Whalers, under new head coach Tim Saradellis, have had a tough season, still in search of that first win. They come in 0-6. Falmouth is in position to qualify for the postseason tournament in Division 4. That's 3 divisions up from Nantucket. We'll talk about some of those specifics a little bit later. And they are 4-1 for head coach Joe Morency. We're only about 5 minutes away here from the players taking the field and getting into the action. An absolute beautiful day for football here. And we'll get to a little fall season update. Of course, we'll have some homecoming festivities at halftime. But without further ado, I got to introduce my buddy in the booth here, the legendary Dick Herman. How's it feeling today, Dick?
Pretty good, Chris.
Yeah.
A little tired last night.
We had ourselves an evening last night,
nice
didn't we?
Nice evening down at the Dreamland, the Island Cup presentation, all the eats and drinks. Some nice hors d'oeuvres out there, buddy.
Yeah, somebody was doing some good food over there. I don't know. No, Whaler pride was abound last night, and we were just happy to be a small part of it. Obviously, got to give a huge shout out to NCTV 18's executive producer Frank Schott, who did an incredible job with his documentary that premiered last night at the Dreamland. We had a little party upstairs and a lot of familiar faces, of course, and a nice mix of old and new. Had some of the current players sneak up towards the end and say hello. Man, the footage between Scott's movie, commemorating and celebrating Coach Capizzo and the documentary, The Island Cup. It was just an awesome evening.
Yeah, Frank did a great job. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And you don't know what to expect.
Because you were one of the stars, buddy. You were in all over the place. They had you in like 3 different uniforms.
But Frank really put together a story, and he told the story the way he wanted. Nobody knew, and when he was interviewing me, I thought a lot of stuff there. And I even talked to him afterwards, and I'm saying, gee, I don't know if I feel comfortable saying what I said about that and this and that. He says, don't worry about it. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. And he was right. It was beautiful. He did a great job.
Again, told both sides, plenty of vineyard input and rightfully so, because it takes 2 to tango. And, I think he stayed right in the middle as far as his partisanship.
Well, I'm a little mad that Don Herman was on as much as he was.
Well,
you got to keep it even. But Don, we should have cut Don about 5 minutes. Less of Dawn would have been better.
You probably could have done with none of Dawn, but that's all right.
I don't want to say that.
Exactly.
Because we do want it shown over in the vineyard.
Exactly. But obviously, if Vito was here, he would have been interviewed, a lot more. But certainly got some nice tidbits. But Scott did a great premiere.
Scott, great.
Before that, and that one was a lot of Vito, which was great. Again, thanks to the Dreamland for hosting a special event right before homecoming, and it was a packed house.
And as you say, the job Scott did, Vito would be beaming and probably was beaming down on that and on the Island Cup thing. It was something that he would have really loved and good.
Yeah. So special night. So obviously today's homecoming festivities will take care of seeing the back end of it anyways from this side coming up at halftime. But let's get to some football. Obviously, offensively, the Whalers have struggled mightily, to say the least. 8 turnovers, I think it was last week, and another loss. Carlos, gotta love him. He's a gamer. But I got to think ultimately he's probably not the answer moving forward after this season. I did talk to Mark Willett, and they've got another guy in the wake, waiting to come up. He's a sophomore, and we'll have to see how it plays out today. Obviously,
it's funny you say that because last year, he got a lot of publicity and he got the Whalers to the playoffs. But I remember he was injured a couple of games there. And they had a senior kid who came in, I forget the name right now, and he did a heck of a job. But
Yeah,
but I figured, you know, Vito, when I coached with him, Vito would always say, if you have a sophomore and senior that are on the same par, go with the sophomore because you got him for 2 more years.
Right. Yeah,
so that's why they went with Carlos.
Game ready.
But Carlos hasn't stepped forward enough this year, and he may have to find a new position.
And well, that said, give him to me on defense. He's
feisty.
He likes to hit.
He'll be a two-way player. He'll be a two-way player.
Obviously, Coach Sardellis doesn't like the quarterback playing defense, so that just
they are. Most teams don't especially on Nantucket. Most teams don't put the quarterback. One, you don't want him to get hurt, and two, you want him near you so you can talk about the next series.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not just the quarterback that has struggled. Obviously, there's been very little production from wide receivers of any sort. Special teams, a weapon last year, not so much this year. They've actually had some mistakes, some miscues, fumbles and stuff last week even. And again, I think it's been challenging for Coach Sardellis, the new head coach, to bring in that new culture. So can't just lay it all on the offense, but it's just one of those years, and hopefully they can have a good showing here today. Falmouth is a big squad. As you and I talked about earlier, if they win, this is a big upset. If they can come up with a win here today, but still got the Vineyard out there, baby.
Still got the Vineyard next week. But what I've found out talking to different people over and all, including the AD at Nantucket, is that some of the smaller schools like Monomoy, Cape Tech, etc., didn't want to stay in the league. So that left Nantucket and Vineyard out there in limbo. They get pushed up into a much bigger league.
Yeah.
Playing the Falmouths, playing the Norsets, playing the all on a regular basis. It's not bad playing one of them as a non-league game, but when you got to play each week, you got to play a school of that caliber. It hurts. The thing in Nantucket's favor is they've been a much better home team.
That's true.
Only losing by 1 point and 7 points at home, being outscored like 18-14. On the road, they're being outscored by almost 20 points a game.
Yeah.
So hopefully that carries today, and they can keep this a close contest.
I will say the boat ride over was nice and calm, both the Falmouth teams, so that advantage is out the window. But yeah, an absolutely beautiful day. No wind to even speak of. I mean, that flag's just kind of moving. Somebody must be breathing on it up there. But as you can see, the coin toss happening here in front of us. But obviously the running backs, plenty of talent there between Jaquan Francis, Mr. Maxwell Griffin Fox. They've been solid, but it's just not enough when each team knows that you're going to run the ball, and that's it. You got to have some passing or some sort of other play that you think can do it. And they have tried a lot of that timing stuff and misdirection, and that hasn't worked. So hopefully Coach Sardellis maybe simplifies things for Carlos, and he can have himself a manageable game.
Well, we know the controversy going on with the Patriots about the injured quarterback, the new guy stepping in. And there was an interesting quote about the Patriots situation that I sort of related to Nantucket. The quote was, they made the plays a lot simpler for Zappy, and he can run them better, rather than they kept them too complicated for Jones.
Yeah.
Well, let's make the plays simpler here. And see what happens.
Right.
Maybe you don't have false starts. Maybe you don't have offside. You keep them simple. Maybe you get the playoff, and you don't have 15 penalties a game.
And how about just getting Jaquan in some space? They tried between the tackles, and it just hasn't worked. They haven't gotten the space that they needed for him to get free on a consistent basis. It's been one every now and then, and he's special, and they have good, talented running backs. But it's got to be every drive. It can't just be once a half. But again, when it comes down to it, you still got to hit the guy in front of you. No excuses. They've been in some games. They've definitely been very competitive against Sandwich. Extremely competitive against Nashville. Unfortunately, that kind of set it down. As soon as that game ended, you were like, oh, man, I hope they can recover from this. They haven't.
No.
It's too bad because it's a good squad of kids, man. 19 seniors were celebrated before the game. 14 cheerleaders celebrated before the game. So plenty to celebrate, but unfortunately it's not wins.
Well, last year in the Island Cup documentary, you heard that Vito only had 19 kids on the whole 64 team.
Yeah, that's great. So So as you can hear, Chip Clooney getting us all set up for the national anthem. So we'll cue in here. You're watching the Nantucket Sports Connection.
Today's anthem will be sung by translator Neil Gamble.
Seventh grader.
That's unbelievable. That's one of the hardest things I think you can do.
I could get that high. Could you get that high?
I think I did once. It was after the bars closed one night, and a bunch of us were outside singing it. It sounded pretty good to us.
Pretty good to that. Pretty good to that. I'm sure the dogs were howling. Good stuff there. Well, Falmouth, again, has a very solid squad. They are positioned for a playoff berth. They're ranked number 13 in Division 4, and they have 16 seniors of their own, and led by Aiden North at quarterback. He is one of their captains, one of their 5 captains, and another captain, Mr. Giovanni, will call his number. That's number 30, Colin Giovanni, and fullback Cooper Young. And stout on defense, Coach Willett was saying number 54, their nose tackle, is like one of the best players he's seen in a long, long time. So we are all set for kickoff here from Vito Capizzo Stadium. Falmouth kicking off from your left to right on the screen. Once we get our kickoff in here, we will say hello to our sponsors as we are underway here for homecoming. Volleyball already took care of business early on in our first game, winning 3 sets to 1.
Nantucket's got 3 guys deep, so they're looking for a run back here, Chris. Let's see if he boots it deep.
Yeah, let's see if they kick to him. Again, they had a fumble on a kickoff early in the game last week, which led to a bit of a lopsided score and really took the wind out, as Coach Willett described. And here we go. We are underway. No kickoff going deep here today. It's like
just down there by the wheels, no run back on that. You want to play it safe and not cough it up.
Yeah, that was number 8 diving on it, I believe. Wavon Rump. So a little sophomore playing some special teams for Coach Machado. And the Whalers will start 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
Decent field position with the short kick.
Just underway here on the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of the homecoming game against Falmouth. Motion in front of Aguilera, and he hands it off to Griffin Fox, who finds a little room out the outside across the 30 to 34-yard line, at least, maybe the 35. So a nice run. There's that something outside the tackle we were talking about.
Yeah, that was a nice first down play. Positive yards, that's what you want to do. Get some life into the offense.
A couple of first downs here would be huge, of course. Start off with some success and calm Aguilar down and get some positive yards out of this. Maybe even flip the field if they don't score.
Second and short.
So lots of options for Carlos Aguilar. He's by himself. And now
there's the penalty. See, there's the complicated plays. Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
There's an acronym in there, but we don't need to mention it. But yet another motion penalty. Man, they're just too many.
Yeah, you can't do that. What are we? 6 games in? 7 games in here? You don't do that. That's
you got to know the playbook.
North Reading. Did you see that scrimmage against North Reading?
Yeah.
We look competitive in that scrimmage.
Yeah.
North Reading is sitting 6-1,
Yeah.
playing a tougher schedule than we're playing.
Yeah.
They've improved.
The coach never leaves, Mr. Herman, that's for sure. He's always coaching, baby. Gotta love it. But he's also correct. By game 6, you gotta know your plays. Motion in front once again. Handoff. Just around end. Gotta keep running, son. Jaquan seemed to be trying to make a move there. Just keep running, and he would have gotten some more yards.
Yeah.
But a good positive play that brings up a manageable third down.
They pick up a little bit of yards, but again, you're running the sweep against the short side of the field. You got to make the cut very quickly there. And as you said, he couldn't make it. He strung himself out.
Yeah.
He did pick up some yards and went back to the original line of scrimmage of the previous play, third and short.
So third about 4, we'll call it. Short 4, long 3 for the Whalers. First drive here just underway at Vito Capizzo Stadium. Francis comes in front, and he'll get it to that wide side. He's got room. He's got first down room, first down yardage. Breaks a tackle and across the 45 to about the 46. Let's see where they mark it.
They have the wide side of the field. He can run, and he outran the first 2 defenders, making the first down easily.
It seemed like he may have had some room to the outside if he just kept going. He kind of turned into the
But they got a penalty against the Whalers. 2 penalties in, 4 plays? This looks like a big one.
Yeah, drive killer.
So now, the momentum you have, you want to keep it going, you can make a major mistake here. You put the ball in the air, an interception.
A holding penalty on third down is a drive killer in high school sport in football. But let's see what Coach Saralels can come up with. An obvious passing down, but we'll see if they surprise us all and maybe go safe for the run. Nope, it is a pass, tipped and intercepted.
There's the interception.
Intercepted by number 11. That's Cole Spellman, one of your seniors on Falmouth.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Falmouth knew they were going to pass. They had about 8 guys back, 3 guys up on the line of scrimmage, and not the quarterback's fault because the ball's tipped, but there's so many white jerseys back there, one of them picked it off.
Yeah. It wasn't a great pass. I mean, he was leading his receiver.
Into trouble.
Catches it though, Dick?
Into trouble.
He doesn't get
the first down anyways.
So that play is useless. And now it's compounded by the interception, and now Falmouth set up 1st and 10 at the Nantucket 14 as they look to take the lead here on the turnover. Aiden North at quarterback, senior quarterback, one of the captains. We could see him run the ball a lot as well. Here's a pitch out to number 24. He's got the edge, cuts it in. Oh, nice tackle on the edge there by Griffin Fox. That saved a touchdown.
Yeah, Griffin looked like he was going to fly by him, but somehow he got his hand on his jersey and made a great tackle. Great tackle there to save the touchdown.
That's Elijah Gomes, another co-captain. They've got 1, 2, 3, 5 captains on the squad. Number 24 got the pitch there.
When they went out for the coin toss, it looked like the game had
whole
started.
team, yeah.
There was 5 Whalers, 5 referees, 5 Clippers. What's going on here?
So this is the lineup we will see a lot of. Giovanni and Cooper Young in the backfield. Nice stop by the Whalers there. That's big old Jeremy Casp in the middle of that trio of Whalers. That stop.
Jeremy Casp was one of the Whalers that came up to last night, and I think he picked up your shrimp plate and he just tilted it, and 15 shrimp were gone.
And he's like 6'8" too. He's tall. He makes me feel small. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's so tall, nobody knew what he was doing.
Right. So 3rd and 1, they could get a first down without scoring a touchdown. You got 8 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock.
Ooh, they might have stopped him there.
Real close to first down yardage, but as Dick said, that may be at least a measurement. Obviously, 4-down territory as they are knocking on the doorstep here inside the Whalers' 10-yard line at the 5. But he did not get it.
The defense, nice little job there
Absolutely.
now.
And again, they have been the bright spot of this team all year long. Very stout, especially on the interior, those two ends between Ian Williams, who's an absolute animal, and Jeremy Casp, who is a specimen, to say the least.
4th and 1.
4th
Let's
and 1.
see if we can do some magic here.
Huge way to start this. If they're able to get some penetration and get in there and stop, they do not. And Falmouth pounds it in for a touchdown. It's like Cooper Young.
Yeah, the hole was closed. The middle hole was closed, but he bounced off and then rolled out off the tackle for the 2-yard run.
So 6-0. Falmouth scores the first touchdown of the afternoon. And again, can't fault the defense there. They gave up 12 yards, and unfortunately, it was a touchdown.
Yeah,
you in a tough position. Same exact thing happened last week.
When you send your defense out there on a red zone start,
2-point conversion attempt here, and it'll be Young walking it in, basically untouched.
Well, they had a lot of blockers out there.
Yeah. So 8-0 our score very early on. 7:25 left in the first quarter. Again, that was set up by the interception by Carlos Aguilar on 3rd and 18. Again, sometimes you just got to take your poison, maybe hand it off there.
That's it. What did they ran? What, 5 plays?
2 penalties.
2 penalties and an interception. You got to come out now on offense and you got to get a couple of first downs.
So while we have a moment here, maybe we'll cue up our sponsors here. Again, a huge thank you, as this is our last football production, but a huge thank you to our sponsors and supporters on the NSC. Another short squib kick. This is dangerous and fumbled. And it looks like Falmouth got on top of it, but Whalers pointing the right direction at least. They did.
Well, that was
so fortunate for Nantucket there.
That was a real tough kick to come.
Yeah, that was bounding for sure.
So with the recovery of the botched kick, again, good field position. What you want to do, though, is get a couple of first downs here.
Yeah.
Run some basics, get a couple of first downs, and flip the field.
Yeah.
Don't give them the field position you gave them last time.
Got to stay away from the penalties. It's been a lot of shooting yourselves in the foot here, but Aguilar by himself in the backfield once again. Here's some motion in front. It'll be another run to Fox. He's bottled up, though. Number 22, Rafe Grant, another one of those senior defensive backs.
They knew that play was coming before we did, and we've seen the Whalers play a lot of football this year. So you can't telegraph your play there.
2nd and 15 now at the 35-yard line. They lost 5 yards. 6:55 and counting here in the first quarter. 8-0. Falmouth already up. Again, this is 3 divisions up for Nantucket. A tall task, to say the least. But you can't shoot yourself in the foot with an interception on the 5th, 6th play of the game and expect to upset a team you're not supposed to beat. And there's another big hit and a little aggressive on the tackle there, but and a flag down. Let's see what the call is.
I think they might have got hold of his mask on the tackle.
Oh, face mask was
the
initial call.
The first tackle had a piece of Fox's mask.
Oh, there's a break.
There's a good, I didn't think they caught it because the kid didn't hang on too long. But it turned Fox's head.
Yeah.
And Nantucket will benefit. Yeah, they're saying he didn't hang on, so it's only a 5-yard pickup, but it helps.
So not an automatic first down.
Not an automatic. When you hit the mask and let go, you only get the 5.
So 2nd and 12 for the Whalers, just across the 35 at the 37-yard line.
But there was a loss on that play anyway, so they got that back too.
Aguilar once again alone in the backfield, and he'll drop back to pass. Looking deep. Oh, had it in his hands, but unable to pull it down. Good throw that time.
That was a nice throw there. I thought the kid did a little grabbing before the ball got there, but no flag.
Aiden Rainey, number 5, out for the reception, and it was in his arms, but unfortunately unable to be brought in.
Falmouth is pretty much only rushing 3 guys there, so they're playing Nantucket's pass, but the linebackers are very active. That's what's cutting down the sweeps on the last 3 plays. As soon as they show they're going outside, those linebackers crash into the backfield.
6:22 left in the first quarter. It'll be another 3rd and long, 3rd and 12, which is not what Nantucket wants to get into as a game of passing downs. Already down 8-0, and that's motion again. Another flag.
Yeah.
If this is against Nantucket, which it looks like it is for some motion, it'll be the 3rd penalty on them already.
I don't know if that's a delay of game penalty. So
he said false start. That was his motion, but so
false start, delay of game. It's 5 yards.
It's 5 yards either way. It's no good, is what it is. 3rd and a whole bunch.
I think one official was calling the false start. That's the one that got called. This official out here was calling delay of the game, but he had already thrown the flag originally. So
3rd and about 18 for the Whalers. Again, this could be one of those just take your poison, hand it off, and punt the ball.
Yeah,
You're already down 8-0. Let your defense be defense instead of playing with such a short field. Aguilar's got a little hole, and he runs it across the 40 to about the 44, so gets a nice chunk of yards. Again, they can now flip the field with a punt and at least pin Falmouth back a little bit here and, play some defense. You're only down 8-0.
That was the first time today the Nantucket offense took advantage of the Falmouth defense.
Yeah.
They're realizing that Falmouth is playing the outsides, a lot of guys back deep, right up the middle, picked up about, 10 yards?
It was about a 10-yard gain there, maybe even 11. Timeout called by Nantucket here early on. Scores just 8-0, 5:24 left to go here in the first quarter.
I don't know if they're thinking about going for it. It's not a good idea, but maybe they're setting up the punt team so they don't make a mistake on the punt.
Yeah, that could be it. Obviously, they could try and draw them off and make it a more manageable 4th down if you're going to actually go for it. But I don't think they have. We haven't seen that yet. This year, them going with a different cadence and drawing somebody offside. So I don't know why you would start that now. But again, that's why they pay us the big bucks to be up here in the booth, Dick. So Falmouth is obviously taking advantage of an early turnover for their first touchdown. Converted the 2-point conversion as well. Again, Cooper Young with the score and the 2-point. Giovanni with the score and the 2-point conversion. But win or lose, we are definitely celebrating homecoming, and as you can see, the folks have filed in. It is a pink out, so pink is the theme here, in addition to the blue and white traditional colors for Nantucket. You can see those pink pom-poms across the way from the cheerleaders.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
An absolute beautiful day.
A nice touch.
For football. So the Whalers are going for it here.
Well, we've seen the pooch kick out this
wide
too.
Receivers. Fox in motion. He'll get the handoff, and he's going to throw it. A wobbly pass that is incomplete. That would have been enough for a first down. I don't know why they were going for a touchdown there, it looked like. But
so a turnover on downs. Who was that high school coach out in the Midwest? I read about him a few years ago. Never punts.
Oh, yeah, just goes for it all the time.
Always goes for it. He said, everybody worries about 3 and out. He said, we get the extra down. you have to get us 4 and out. We're always gonna have 4 downs. Never punts.
I think there's a time and a place for that. I don't know if it's at your own 44-yard line.
But another point he makes is we don't have to spend any time in practice all week
that's true.
using time to practice the punt.
Yeah, that's true. So Aiden North and the Falmouth Clippers in business already in Nantucket territory. Here's his first pass. Williams trying to get to him, and it's caught.
Yeah, nice little route there, wide open.
Run out of bounds at about the 28-yard line, so a 16-yard completion. And North is a big dude. He looks more like a linebacker playing quarterback.
Yeah.
They mark it out at the 30-yard line, so a 14-yard completion, 1st and 10. 8-0 our score here. Just over midway through the first quarter, 4:50 and counting in the first quarter. North's got 2 running backs, but he is set back in the shotgun formation. Motion out of the backfield is Young. He gets it on the quick pass.
That's a backward pass.
Unable. Oh, nicely done. Oh, broken tackles all over the place. Takes about 5 Whalers to finally bring down Young behind the line of scrimmage, and that's actually Giovanni, 30.
Technically, that goes as a running play.
Yeah, that looked like a lateral.
A backward pass, and that's dangerous because you throw it, and lots of times if it's not complete, the defense and even sometimes the offense think it's a dead ball.
Yeah.
And it's a live ball. But he catches it and loses 2 yards on it.
So 2nd and about 13 here for the Clippers. Their first real negative play. That's an inside misdirection run, and Cass.
Good tackle there by Jeremy.
He falls forward. That's, again, number 24, Elijah Gomes on the carry.
All right, 3rd and long. Look for the Clippers to put the ball up in the air again.
Certainly 4-down territory here for Falmouth as well, but it'll be 3rd and about 9 from the Whalers' 29-yard line. I formation behind North. Young and Giovanni. And it's a pitch. Oh, nice. Fill by number 9 coming up and making the hit. That's Gillis Cocker for the Whalers. So it'll be 4th down and probably about 6. Only a pickup of 2 or 3 there.
Couple yard pickup, so as you say, 4th down territory here, Chris.
Yeah. Whalers can get a turnover basically here if they can stop them on 4th down. Let's see if the D can keep them in this thing here early on.
So far the defense is doing the job. 1 more down here would be nice if they can hold them under 6 yards.
2 minutes and 45 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. Whalers down 8-0. 4th and 7 for the Clippers. North, single running back. He's back to pass. He's got pressure. Launches it for the end zone. Got a man. Touchdown. Griffin Fox lost coverage and a flag as a celebration. Probably too much for the Stripes. But 4th and 8 from about the 27-yard line. So a 27-yard touchdown for North. Beautiful pass.
Who got free there? Who caught the pass, Chris?
I did not catch the number, actually. All the way in the far end of the end zone.
I think I'm trying to figure where he came from. It might have been a back out of the backfield. But to be the 15 yards will be on the kickoff.
Yeah.
So they may not do their squib kickoff here because they'll be starting back from the 30.
Oh, no, they're doing it on the point after here, Dick.
Huh.
I wonder if
I guess
Coach has a choice on that.
I think Saradells came out in the field, and I seen him shake his head at the official. So the official probably gave him the choice, correct.
And Coach Morency not happy about the celebration penalty. So it'll be a 2-point try from the 24-yard line. Whalers down 14-0. And here's North under center. He'll get back. He's got pressure, but a wide open receiver, number 11. That's Cole Spellman.
Something's
he was
going
positioned
on
in the tight end position there, and he was wide open for the 2-point conversion from the 24-yard line.
Something's going on with the Nantucket defensive backs here, because they've been just too wide open on at least 4 or 5 times here today, and especially on that touchdown and extra point.
So with 2:28 left in the first quarter, Whalers are down 16-0. 27-yard touchdown pass from Aiden North, and we'll try and get the number on who actually scored that touchdown or who caught the pass for Falmouth.
I saw the coach over here talking with 86, so he certainly picked up the penalty, but it doesn't mean he scored the touchdown. I think he might have been the recipient of that touchdown pass, right?
Well, nobody's going to say any different, so we'll go with number 86. That's Colby Fender for Falmouth. Until proven otherwise, he's the one who caught the touchdown pass. A beautiful pass, 27 yards out. Aiden North has looked very solid. He's perfect 4 for 4 thus far in the game with a touchdown pass and the 2-point conversion to number 11, Cole Spellman. Another squibber. They got a jump on it. And the Whalers fortunately do. That's Kareem Maxwell. Love to get him involved in the game. He has yet to touch the ball. The pass from Griffin Fox seemed to be heading his way, but again, that wobbly duck there of a pass fell incomplete on 4th down.
Yeah, as you say, it almost was completed for the shot man, not the man he was throwing to.
Yeah.
But it was so wobbly, didn't even reach him. I don't know if Griffin got hit before he threw it, or he just was trying to get too much on it.
There was a couple of guys around him, that's for sure. 1st and 10 for the Whalers. Handoff inside. Jaquan Francis scampers just across the line of scrimmage. Give him 2 yards. So 2nd and 8. Again, inside those tackles. Tough running going for Nantucket. They got to get it outside, get that speed involved.
Falmouth is
2 minutes and counting in the first quarter.
Basically, they're just keeping the 3 guys down, so there's a lot of guys roaming around here.
16-0 our score. Again, a handoff inside, and 2 guys in white jerseys waiting for that Nantucket runner. That's number 6, Sam Chrysler, his first carry of the afternoon, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that is about it. It'll bring up 3rd and 8 for Nantucket, and they can really ill afford to have a 3 and out here. Already down 16-0. Turnover on their first possession, an interception, set up Falmouth inside the Whalers 20. Turnover on downs inside Whalers territory. Set up a 27-yard touchdown pass from Aiden North to Colby Fender. Back to pass. And through the hands, and fortunate there, but that was a good pass and would have been close to first down yardage. But now brings up another 4th down, and I don't see anybody coming on the field. Looks like Aguilar's putting it in play here, 4th and 8.
Yeah, if he connects with that one, the Wills would have probably had the first down. All he had to do was fall down forward.
Yeah.
But let's see if this is a squib kick or another go for it on 4th down.
Maxwell now in the backfield with Aguilar, and he is scooting back for maybe the squib kick here. There is a man back there at the 30. Makes a move to the 35-40. Finally corralled by the neck. Jeremy Casp on the tackle on special teams. But it'll be 1st and 10 for Falmouth at about the 44-yard line. So good field position nonetheless.
Yeah, nice little run back there by the receiver of the punt.
Yeah, that's Colin Giovanni again.
He's been doing it all today. Number 30 on your program.
Falmouth's got a trio of running backs that are pretty versatile. The Whalers are going to have to buck up here on defense. 24 in motion. And an inside handoff to number 32. That's Cooper Young for a good gain on first down. Give him about 8. As we are approaching the end of the first quarter here, 16-0 our score, 30 seconds left, so they'll have to run at least one more before we switch sides. Won't be a big switch as they're already inside Whalers territory at the 47-yard line. So second and a short 2 for Aiden North and the Falmouth offense.
This is a running play. It's the last play of the first quarter.
It is another running play. Gets it to about the 40-yard line of Nantucket. Once again, that is a big boy back there. They got a couple of big dudes, and Cooper Young, number 32, coming off here, and that will end a first quarter, one to not remember for Nantucket. Honestly, they had a turnover on their first possession, turnover on downs on their second possession. Falmouth taking advantage of both of those miscues and turned them into touchdowns and 2-point conversions. So the Whalers are down 16-0 here.
Yeah, if anybody starts off a game, no matter who you're playing, if you start off a game with turnover and downs and short punt, you're behind, and they are behind. And Falmouth looks real good right now.
Yeah, they've taken advantage. They're a well-coached team, and again, they play in a couple divisions, 3 divisions up from Nantucket, so they've faced some tough squads. They are game tested, and again, they have a slew of seniors, including the running backs and the quarterback, and those are your skill positions. You just keep handing it to those guys, and if Nantucket can't stop it, then we're in for a long afternoon here.
I mean, it really seems strange playing Falmouth in a league game when the biggest game in Cape football 20 years ago was always Falmouth versus Barnstable on Thanksgiving Day.
Sure.
And it's amazing that we can be on their schedule right now as a league game. But you got Bourne out there, you got Wareham, you got Cape Tech, you got Monomoy. We're not playing any of them.
Another quick pass out to number 30. He's got the edge, and there's going to be a flag on that one, so it looks like maybe a holding penalty on the edge. Fortunate for Nantucket, that is number 86 again, Colby Fender. So he was the recipient of the touchdown pass. He's called for a hold there.
Number 86 of White is our best offensive
He's our guy.
player. He's our guy. He's got us 15 yards earlier and probably another 10 here. Well, if you add on the gain and the loss, about another
8 or
20.
9
They're going to
yards,
say
yeah.
it was holding from the spot. So it takes away the gain and pushes them back 6.
So first and we'll call it 16 yards for Falmouth at the Whaler 45. They are up 16-0 here, just underway, second quarter. North with a single back in the backfield, motion behind him. And it's an inside misdirection play, and there's room to run. First down yardage for number 30. That is Colin Giovanni, another one of those senior running backs.
Well, they need 16. They need 16. They get 17. So that's their running game. And right up the middle.
That misdirection went very well, well-timed.
Yes.
So first and 10 inside the Whalers 30 at the 27-yard line for Falmouth. It'll be it. North under center, eye back, eye formation, and again, another run up the middle.
This time the Whalers defend it much better.
Yeah. Harrison Bourgogne, the first to get to the Falmouth running back. Nope, that's not true. That's 54 on the other side. Sorry. Nassim Benson, senior linebacker for the Whalers, in on the tackle.
He did a good job bottling him up. And then he got a help from his friends, bringing up second and about 7.
North in the shotgun here. And he'll pitch it out. Couple of Whalers there trying to spin out of it. Was number 32, Cooper Young, but he is bottled up. That brings up a 3rd and long for Falmouth. Nice play by the Whalers end there. And
yeah, this is a little option. They optioned Williams, and it looked like he had a lot of room, but 3 or 4 Whalers come over and brought him. Williams actually get back in the tackle also.
No surprise there. 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. With 9:45 and counting here in the second quarter, Whalers down 16. They can ill afford to give up another score here. Really need a turnover of some sort.
Yeah, this is 4-down territory, too.
Big 3rd down here for the Whalers defense. Up the middle, a little bit of room, close to 1st down yardage.
Yeah, they had their hands on him 2 or 3 yards deep, but
and they give him 1st down yardage, so move and change for Falmouth.
He kept chugging and picks up the 1st down.
Again, the defense has been on the field already a long time.
Long time. They
Got
don't have
hands
any
on
answers.
Waste already.
They don't have any answers for the Clippers offense right now. What they need is a break and get a turnover.
North with a single back in the backfield. He really squats down there and get that snap. Hands it off up the middle. Weaving his way through Whaler defenders. Cooper Young, once again, gets the call. He'll jog off, but he had a nice gain of about 8 on 1st down. $16-0 our score, 8 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first half. We will have homecoming festivities at halftime. Announcement of the king and queen. And a couple of linemen in on that tackle. Good job by the Whalers to bottle that up quickly.
I thought he fell forward enough, but he's going to come up a little bit short, bringing it 3rd and less than a yard.
Whalers really need to stiffen up here. The ball is at about the 6-yard line, so they can get a 1st down before a touchdown, and the Whalers need to stop any of that from happening here to keep this score manageable. North with a single back in the backfield. Motion and a pitch out. They've run that play well. It's number 24 once again. Elijah Gomes real close to the goal line. He has 1st down yardage, and a flag comes in very late.
Somebody hit somebody in the back. I don't know if it was Nantucket hitting Falmouth, the Falmouth hitting Nantucket. 2 kids went down where the flag was thrown. Who's going to get caught?
Yeah, flag down at the far side.
Well, I think we might have 2 penalties.
Yeah, offsetting penalties look like a personal foul. And either a false start or...
Hey, wide receivers. Hey, especially when you're on that side of the field, make sure you get a thumbs up, all right?
Look like an illegal formation, I believe, not false start, but...
So they get called for
should
the...
get offsetting here. Bring it back to like 3rd and 1.
Yeah. So I don't know what the discussion is.
Maybe
The
because it's a
two
personal
guys,
foul?
the 2 guys went down after the play was over. So the Nantucket one could be a dead ball, and I don't know. But that would hurt Nantucket.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they're talking to Nantucket.
And probably an automatic 1st down because of the personal foul.
Hey, just ask the other guy. He should know. He threw it.
But if it's a false start, isn't it a dead play right there? They should have whistled it dead.
That's what they're saying.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty on Falmouth. No play, so no personal foul.
But now they're knocking off a 2nd penalty. So are they both on Falmouth?
Oh, the Stripes got to figure it out here.
Don't get me going on those guys.
Right. Now they're moving it forward
I can do a 30-minute routine on
What
Stripes.
is going on here?
Should be a 1st down.
So apparently the false start happened. They moved it back 5 yards. Then it was half the distance to the goal because of the personal foul after the play, even though the play shouldn't have counted, bringing up a first down for Falmouth. First and goal at the 5. 7:26 to go. Clock is stopped because of the penalties. But Falmouth is knocking on the door here once again at the 5-yard line. That's going to be a false start for sure.
I think so. Although Nantucket came across, but I think they came across because the tackle moved. Flags on both sides of the field, though.
And it is offsides. Man, that looked like White moved first. So that'll be half the distance once again. First and goal now at the 2.5. I did the quick math there from the 5-yard line.
All right, I'll give you a good math problem now. If this happens again, what yard line is it on?
Ooh,
Half the distance
on
to the
the
goal
1
line.
3/4.
No, the 1 1/4.
1 1/4. Fractions were not my thing, man. Good thing we have you here, Dick. Make sure all the numbers are all set. Nonetheless, first and goal to go for Falmouth. And they walk it into the end zone.
Oh, they're going to kick it. They must have something against those floats back there. They want to kick the football right into the front windshield of that
was
truck.
number 45, Connor LeBlanc getting in on it. He's a junior running back for Falmouth. Got the inside handoff and walked into the end zone untouched, basically. So 22-0 now the score. Falmouth going to kick the extra point.
Oh, block. Nantucket, pick it up and run. Pick it up and run.
Nope. Dead ball. So 22-0 the score will stay. 6:55 to play here in the first half. You are watching the Nantucket Sports Connection. We'll take a minute here on the NSC. Do the muff, but Fox caught it and advanced it to about the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice little play there by Fox, and let's see if Nantucket we don't have a first down yet, right? Let's get a first down, guys.
Oh, they give him the 45, okay.
And we haven't had it across midfield, so we could get two things done with one here. First down, cross midfield, that would be a nice little start for the offense.
Small victories at this point, right?
That's what you look for.
Whalers down 22-0, but still plenty of football to play. So if they can come up with a score here and get this to back within 2 scores before halftime, we got ourselves a chance. There's a nice run by Jaquan Francis. Ooh, goes down awkwardly, but he is okay. Tried to make a little dance there and danced right into a tackle.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get a lot more on that than 1 yard, but when you start dancing like that there, you're not going forward. And Falmouth's got some tough boys on defense.
Yeah, they do.
Tough boys on defense.
So brings up a 2nd and 9 for Nantucket from the 46-yard line. Nice hawk giving us a little flyby over there. Single setback is Francis for Aguilar. Motion in front is Fox. Fake, and he's in trouble. real close to roughing the passer in the NFL. If that was Tom Brady, that would have been a flag for roughing the passer for sure. But
got to protect Tom. He's an old man out there.
that's right. Well, protect Carlos too. Looks like another busted play for Nantucket there. But the loss brings up third and about 20.
I just don't know how 4 guys from Falmouth got in there. They only have 3 guys lined up. They must have read that play from the start, and a couple of linebackers flew through there.
Yeah.
White shirts were flying in there, no blocking, and taken down for a 15-yard loss.
Clock still running, 5 minutes and counting here in the second quarter. 22-0 our score here. Falmouth with the lead. Aguilar back to pass. Screenplay. Oh, Maxwell drops it.
That wasn't going to gain a lot, but you would like to see him catch it and pick up some yards.
Yeah. And I don't know if he came down awkwardly on a knee or just kind of disgusted with himself.
Yeah, you're mad when you don't hang on to one like that.
Yeah.
But the play took a little bit longer than it should have, and he had to loft the ball up in the air.
Yeah, over those.
And that the defense read that right away and was in his face.
So they are once again going for it here on 4th and 20. Maybe Aguilar's going to punt it. He does. Decent kick. Bounces at the 35 and fielded at the 40. Makes a move. And still going across the 35 to the 37-yard line. So nice tough run by Colin Giovanni. He's one of those trio of running backs that we've talked about from Falmouth that can play a couple different positions.
Yeah, they are deep in the running back. And the quarterback throws a nice pass. They got everything going for them.
So 1st and 10 for Falmouth, already up 22-0. Ball rests at the 37-yard line of Nantucket. Clock stopped with 4 minutes, 42 seconds left in the first half.
They've had the ball 3 other times and scored 3 other times. It would be nice for the Nantucket defense to get a stop here before halftime.
Cannot give up any points here. Nice little misdirection play to the outside, short side of the field. Nantucket bottles it up pretty good. About 4 yards on the play across the 40 to 41. They give them the 42.
We have a real good crowd here today. The stands are full all around the fence on the Booster Club Shack side of the field. Packed.
A beautiful day for it, that's for sure. 2nd and 5 for the Falmouth Clippers. Whalers got to get something aggressive on defense here, maybe a turnover. Get inside the backfield here. North's had his way. Another pitch out. Giovanni trying to make him room, and that may be look like a horse collar, but no call. Cast with a good tackle from behind.
Yeah, Cast had to fight off a double team to make that tackle.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
He's a big dude. As you said, he knocked down about 8 or 9 shrimp in one little.
He has a lot of energy. he had a good pregame meal.
That's right. So big 3rd down here, 3rd and 5 for Falmouth. North under center. Single setback. Now Giovanni and motion ahead of time. Oh, and they're going to call it offsides on defense. So that'll be a 1st down. And Nantucket can ill afford to shoot themselves in the foot at all. First down.
So 5 penalties against the Whalers here in the first half. No first downs.
3 minutes and 12 seconds left. And it has been one-sided here. 22-0 our score. Falmouth with the lead and the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Giovanni gets the toss. Weaving his way across midfield. Still on his feet at the 46, maybe 45-yard line.
It's tough to bring down any of the Falmouth running backs with one tackle or an arm tackle. You can get your hands on him, but he keeps moving forward.
Yeah, they're a thick group, you know. They've got some good size and speed. And Nantucket takes timeout, 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5, no, 2nd and 4. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Whalers down 22-0. I mean, you can't take them with you, I guess. So maybe he's going to give his defense a chance to catch their breath here and see if they can come up with a couple of big plays and force Falmouth to punt.
Well, a moral victory, right? If you can keep Falmouth out of the end zone here. I mean, the game is not over. It's not in their favor for sure, but you don't want to give up now. Got a whole half of football to go. Let's keep them out of the end zone here in the last 2:50.
And we will have the announcement of the homecoming king and queen. Of course, Dick and I will recap what happened here in the first half. We'll also go over some Whaler fall season updates as well.
You might want to bite your tongue, because I'm hearing it's halftime royalty.
Oh, excuse me.
King and queen are not politically correct. Is that the term?
Is that what it is? You can't do that anymore?
That's what I heard.
Check.
That's a rumor.
Halftime royalty. Excuse my French.
If it's a rumor, you can blame me, but that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
So 2nd and 4 for Falmouth at the 46-yard line of Nantucket. North back to pass. He's got a man, just out off the outstretched arms at about the 20-yard line. Good throw again.
He had two guys open.
Yeah.
30's running free. That's who I thought he was going to.
That was Elijah Gomes trying to catch it. We've seen him do a couple of end arounds successfully, but unable to haul that one in, so it brings up a 3rd and 4.
Unofficial, I think he's 6 for 8 in passing.
Yeah, he's missed 2. But he does have a 27-yard touchdown. He also has a 24-yard 2-point conversion pass.
Couple of little in the
back. So 3rd down and 4 here from the 46 of Nantucket. And North will keep it here. We haven't seen him do that, and he is a very capable runner and a big dude for 1st down yardage there inside the Whalers 40 to a 37-yard line, 38-yard line. So move the chains, keep the clock rolling here. 2 minutes and 35 seconds and counting here in the first half. Whalers already down 22-0 in desperate need of a stop on defense.
If you're the Falmouth coach, do you use your timeouts to push it in, or do you just let the clock run? We shall see.
There's number 24 again. Gets his feet down. Nice cut up to about the 30-yard line. Mark him just short of that 31-yard line, but good 1st down yardage on that toss. That is once again Elijah Gomes.
Oh, we have an injury on number 30.
Let's hope he is okay. He is one of the key cogs for Falmouth. He is a tough dude.
He wants to get up. He doesn't want to stay there. He wants to go back on the huddle. I don't think they'll let him. No, he's going to go off.
Yeah, he'll have to come out for at least one play if he's down.
Little limp he's got going.
So that is Colin Giovanni. He'll limp over. Maybe just a little tweak of the ankle.
2nd down and 3 for Falmouth.
2nd and 3 here.
Under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes in the first half.
22-0 our score here on a beautiful homecoming day for Nantucket. North hands it off up the middle. Missed tackle there. Finally dragged down, but 1st down yard at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, you're not going to stick your arm out and tackle Falmouth today.
He's not going down with any arm tackles, that's for sure.
Broke through right away, 1st tackle, and has to get taken down after the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, minute 30 and counting here. We'll see if Coach Morency does use a timeout here. He hasn't as of yet. Just outside the 20-yard line at the 21, call it 1st and 10 for Falmouth. North keeps it, and he is bottled up. Not much going on, Giving forward progress to about the 19-yard line.
I'm not sure that was the play. I don't know if he missed the handoff or not. The first time he did it was a running play. That one there didn't seem as smooth.
Less than a minute to go here in the first half. Clippers already up 22-0.
Under a minute in the first half.
Stomp it down here. North to pass. He's going deep. Got a man. Touchdown.
Well, it didn't.
11 again?
Yeah, it didn't come to using the timeouts, but it did come to putting the ball in the air for the touchdown.
So Cole Spellman, number 11, another senior for Falmouth, catches the North touchdown. That's his second of the first half. 28-0. 41 seconds left in the first half that the Whalers coaching staff can look to forget.
So that was a timed route there.
Timeout Nantucket on the extra point.
So,
Well,
interesting call of a timeout. Another interesting thing in last week's game, I don't know if you heard it at the end, when Nantucket broke the shutout with the last play of the game. They didn't get a chance to run the extra point. The officials said the game was just over. I don't understand that. They should get the one play for the point, whether you're kicking it or going for two. I was going to ask one of the coaches last night, but I forgot. I mean, it doesn't mean anything.
Not matter much, but
no.
Nonetheless, you get to practice an extra point or a 2-point play.
Right.
You've earned it with the touchdown score. Here is an extra point. PAT for Falmouth as they are ready to go here. Whalers breaking the huddle on the sidelines after Coach Sardellis calls timeout. 41 seconds left here in the first half. 28-0 already. Falmouth up, looking to add the extra point here. Kick is up and blocked once again. So denied once again. But damage done. As we hope that Nantucket.
2 blocks on 2 extra point kick tries, but the kick is very low. The kid is just about getting it over the center's head, so it's not something that Falmouth is good at today. Maybe that's why they're practicing here all of a sudden. Another kickoff coming for Falmouth, the 5th of the day. First half, Nantucket is down 28-0. And it's going to be a long halftime here for the Whalers.
Yeah, first half to forget for Nantucket, certainly. Really their worst first half of the season. In front of a large home crowd here. But it won't put a damper on the homecoming festivities, which are coming up. The royalty will be announced. And again, another squib kick coming up here. And finally jumped on by one of the up men. Gillis Cocker on the recovery, so to speak. And so it'll be a couple plays left for Nantucket here. They have one timeout, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. But I've got to think they just might run the clock out here, but avoid any further damage.
Yeah, you don't want to do a turnover here on first down, so you maybe run something safe and then maybe go for it on second down. Which we have seen against Mashpee. Yeah. That was the play that turned the season.
Pretty much. You can safely say that.
To the negative for the
Whalers. And here is a new quarterback in for Nantucket. Direct snap to number 1, Dwayne Martin.
He got a little playing time last week. Only a junior.
So a junior in, number 1, Dwayne Martin. Again, not surprising. A little surprising it hasn't happened already. Again, we love Carlos Aguilar and love his attitude, but you still got to put points on the board somehow. So,
yeah, no first downs for the Whalers.
Yeah,
and it's not just one person's fault. It's
that will do it as the clock expires here on a first half to forget as far as the scoreboard. Whalers find themselves down 28-0. Clippers have pretty much had their way. We'll take a moment here on the NSC and chat about the first half and watch our homecoming festivities and give you a Whalers fall season update. Score at the half. Whalers down 28-0.
Let's screw people up. Why don't we screw?
Heads up, guys. Heads up. Come on.
Taylor streak ahead, 2-on-1 shot. Score! That got inside the post. That's the buzzer. 2-1, puts it up from half court. Good! Justin Boyce! Front, gotta score! The card chick was able to lift it up above LaBelle. Sullivan with a good-looking shot and hit. Skates in and scores! Halleck denies. Halleck denies again. Gets into it. Aguilar, nice little fake. Runs up and puts it in! Streaks ahead. Shot, score! Just like that, baby! That's what I'm talking about. I want to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium as you're watching the halftime festivities. We'll listen in to Chip Clooney as he announces the royalty.
The royalty, right.
Why can't I fight for my country too? Kenya Kuzma. John Murphy. John Miller, Kenya Baker Murphy. John is a member of the football team and is working to help start the Nantucket chapter of Best Party. John is a loyal friend and likes to take the fact that his friends around the football team with him. John Murphy. Becky and Mike Pernier. He is a member of the swim team, plays football, a class officer. One of Julia's favorite parts of his senior year was working at the office, assisting with Miss Manning. Julia Pernier. Alex Quakers. Alex parents are also an NXT class. They stand in Nantucket in El Salvador. Alex is number 47 on the soccer team. He says he is honored to be here. Alex Quakers. Carson Wellington. Carson's parents are Richard and Douglas Wellington. Carson is a strong member of the basketball team. Carson enjoys his school and career placement for Miss Thompson this year. Carson Wellington. Ian Williams. Ian's parents are Genevieve Seville and Clifford Williams. Ian is an enthusiastic member of the football team. He enjoys tackle and hopes to play college football. When he was not playing football, Ian enjoyed canoeing. Ian Williams. Abby Weisentanner.
Oh, sounds like the preseason favorite there. Big cheer for Abby.
We're allowed to have favorites. There you have it, the homecoming court here on the Nantucket Sports Connection.
I didn't get their last names, but I heard Alex and Lana.
Yeah. Well, a great moment for Nantucket there. Obviously, always fun to have the homecoming court and the royalty announced.
The royalty announced, right?
On a beautiful afternoon. It's a little too bad that the football hasn't been
The
as
football
pretty as
hasn't
the
bounced
day.
the right way for the Whalers, and right now, if you're a Whaler coach, you're trying to get the guys up. We're talking with our friends over at the radio there. What's going on? Why aren't they tougher? But you have these days, and you're playing a good club. When you're playing a good club, you got to do everything perfect. Nantucket has not been perfect. No first downs. Turnovers,
penalties.
Falmouth has taken away one of our strengths, the kickoff return. They've had 5 kicks. I think we returned one of them. The other 4 we had a fall on.
And it was still a squib kick. It just was a bad one. So it's been a tough first half. Again, the Whalers down 28-0. Aiden North has a couple of touchdown passes. He's looked very sharp. The running back trio has scored as well, and really it started from the first drive where the Whalers had a couple of penalties and then had to throw the ball, tip pass, interception, and Falmouth was in business inside the Whalers 20. Didn't take them long to capitalize on that, and then a turnover on downs on the next possession. And
that first series set the tone.
yeah.
They gained yards, but the 2 penalties took the yards away. Then they have to throw in the third down.
Yeah.
No matter what league you're playing in, high school, college, pros, when your team knows you're throwing on third down, you got to make a perfect pass to complete it.
Yeah, bad things happen usually. So let's hope that they can finish up here in the second half and maybe put together a couple of drives or at least 1 or 2 drives here to get some confidence on offense. We saw Dwayne Martin sneak in towards the end of the first half here at quarterback. Again, I'm not sure if Carlos is banged up or not, or whether Coach Saradelis is just looking to get some different energy back there. He only ran 2 plays to run out the half here, but you got to mix it up a little bit, I think.
What you I got to start thinking about now is next week is the Island Cup game.
Yeah.
You save part of your season if you can win that and bring the cup back here. So to build on that, you want to have a good second half here.
Right.
To build something, get it to practice, and get ready for next week's game. I'm not saying this game is over, but it's over.
Right. we won't coach you on that, but in all reality, in high school football, when you're down 28-0, the likelihood of a comeback is next to nothing. But just not enough possessions, not enough time, and certainly with Falmouth being able to run the ball as successfully as they have, they can run enough clock off here to even if there is a miracle comeback.
We're down 28. Tom Brady was only down 25.
25, right?
He had it much better than we did.
Is 12 down there? Because that'd be great. But I don't think number 12 is down there for us. And
I think an objective right now in my mind would be, let's wind up with more first downs than penalties.
Yeah.
Right now they have 5 down, or 6 down, at least 5 down. 5 penalties, no first downs. Let's turn that around and wind up with more first downs, and that'll be a building block.
Yeah.
The offense is going to have to go and score some points at the Vineyard.
That's right.
Vineyard is getting a little bit better. They only lost to our Sandwich yesterday. DY yesterday, 8-7.
Which DY came in here and went, off island. They matched up and put a hurting on Nantucket.
I think it was 20. I think that score was 26-14, 26-12, something like that.
Yeah, 28-12 actually is the final in that one. But nonetheless, a much more lopsided score than the Vineyard put up, and we are being entertained nicely by our cheerleading squad, including 14 seniors. They've got a new addition to the coaching staff there as well. Jasmine Kasperzak, whom watches our little lady occasionally as well as doing some gymnastics.
One thing I can see is that the cheerleaders have certainly improved since game
Absolutely.
one. Absolutely. They are getting better.
She's able to do some flips and tumbles as the gymnastics coach of the Boys and Girls Club, and if they can bring it back here to the varsity level, she'll coach that as well. She's very talented, but hey, we'll take a victory when we can get it, right? While we have a moment here, let's go over some of the Whalers fall season updates. The golf team finished its season up, coming in 8th in the sectionals under new head coach Sam Herrick, so a very successful season for the golf team. Congratulations to them and Coach Herrick. The girls soccer team, 7-5-1 on the season. That was coming into today's play. I do not have the update as to how the Sturgis West game fared. They did tie CCA yesterday, so Cape Cod Academy. So it's been a busy week for our soccer squads. They are just outside the playoff number right now, so they could use any and all points. The boys soccer team was in action against East Bridgewater. They did not win. So again, they played 4 games in 5 days this week, as well as the schedule, because of some, cancellations in that week that washed out everybody's game. They had to play 4 games this week. Field hockey did win against Seekonk, so they moved their record to 7-5-1. Coach Dan Weber's got his team right in position for a playoff berth. And, of course, the volleyball team took care of business. Coach Vaselli has himself a squad. I'll tell you what, they are a lot of fun to watch. Celebrated 2 seniors today, Casey Riseborough and Victoria Nacheva, and they were unbelievable in straight sets. Very impressive win for the volleyball team, 25-14, 25-11, 25-11 were the set scores there. And, of course, you can check that out, as most of you did, on the Nantucket Sports Connection. It's up on YouTube. Check it out. It's there forever. So we got a couple minutes left here before the boys take the field here for halftime. But again, it's going to be simple victories here. Get a first down. Get a second first down.
Yeah, that's
and then hopefully Nantucket can put together something here and like you said, get some momentum going for next week's Island Cup game. It is off island, so they will have to travel off to the Vineyard. And again, the game itself, a huge event, as we celebrated last night with the Nantucket Booster Club and NCTV 18's Frank Schott's presentation of the Island Cup. Let's revisit that, because that was just such a special night.
Yeah, that was a great video. Frank did a great job with that.
Scott Capizzo, right next to us here, had a phenomenal introduction and great speech, and it just got everybody fired up, as he always does, and presented a phenomenal short about his incredible dad and legendary coach Vito Capizzo, and really set the tone. And great movie, though.
Yeah, I knew Scott could get up there with a microphone.
Yeah. He's not scared, that's for sure.
What surprised me was Frank got up there and spoke.
He had a couple of jokes. I haven't seen him laugh ever.
I didn't know if Frank had that in him, that he could get up there and get a smile on our face with his speech. So good job with his talking, and a great job with the. I was really, really impressed with the dark man. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And it exceeded everything that I was thinking about it. Yes. But
I mean,
you talk about, in a lot of the footage, was showing getting on and off the boat. And as you mentioned, we're going to do that next week. The boat will be leaving here at 7 o'clock. the car reservations. They allow you 52 at least. If they pack them right, sometimes you get a 53rd or a 54th on. So the 52 people are already signed up. I heard as of Tuesday, there was already 20 standbys.
Wow, trying to get on. Yeah.
Trying to get on. So what will happen will be they'll. I think the athletic director's office is handling the money coming in.
Sure.
He will see that those 52 have all paid by Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. If not, he'll say you got to pay or we're going to move you. And then this is I don't know if it's exciting or you call up the 53rd and the 54th and they say, bring your car down tomorrow morning.
Right.
You might get on.
Right.
So you're all packed to get
somebody
on.
sleeps in or had too many the night before.
So you're all packed, ready to get on the boat. And if you get on, you must be ecstatic. But if you don't get on, what do you do? Do you go home? Do you park your car and run on the boat anyways and go over there without your car? That has to be a tough situation to be in.
And it's not like it's mid-afternoon. We're talking about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It's an early start. It's not even sunny yet.
So the boat, the regular boat leaves at 6:30. The boat to the vineyard leaves at 7. So we've had instances in the past where some people actually get on the wrong boat.
Oh, no kidding.
Because they get down there, they get on the 6:30, and all of a sudden you're heading to Hyannis when you want to be going to the vineyard.
That left at Albuquerque.
Then you call an Uber and you get down to Woods Hole and you take a second road. Yeah, all the scenarios that can happen to you.
So apparently that is what happened to Frank, too. Remember, he told us the story of getting on the wrong boat. So he broke the record, apparently, for the fastest taxi.
That's what I would expect out of Frank.
Right.
So that was not a surprise to me.
There you go. There you go. But no, it was great, and he did invite me to do the voiceover for it, so that was a lot of fun, and it was an easy read. He had 3 hours blocked off for us, so we got it done in about an hour and 20 minutes. It's just a great moment. It's just a lot of whaler pride in the room, and
just to see all the people there, different people.
Yeah,
some people I haven't seen in 6 or 8 months, and sometimes you only see them by waving to them when they go by in their truck or their car. So it was great chatting with people last night.
And of course, you were one of the stars of the show because you coached many years with Capizzo and longtime teacher here as well. So thank you for all your inputs and obviously adding to whaler pride because it started back then, and we just got to keep it going here.
I think Nantucket holds a 21-20. I have to double check that, but I saw that in print this week. But I'll look at my own figures.
Yeah,
and
it might be 22-20 because I think it was last year that it was 21-20.
Yeah,
you're right.
But whatever it is, if Nantucket has a 1, and I think it's a 2-game lead, as you said, that's going to put more motivation on the vineyard to grab it there and to cup and get the cup to stay on the island. I wonder if Nantucket will pull a Vito and
forget it.
I left
My
the
bad.
cup. I left it at home.
Oh, you guys want that?
I think it's in the back of my truck. I'll get it. I'll get it over to you Monday or Tuesday.
Right. He said he sent it over on Monday. Oh, that's funny. I mean, the gamesmanship between those two must have been just legendary. Those little tidbits and the puddle that we can kind of see right here in front of Falmouth. It's dried up a little bit, but to have the goose coop in there and all that jazz.
Don Herman did bring the rivalry to the point that it's at now by standing up and doing good things against Vito. Vito had outcoached one of the fellas that was on the talking side of the vineyard, Bob Tankard. I mean, Vito just outcoached him terribly. Poor Bob was a great guy, but he just could not figure out Vito, and Vito had him figured out to a T.
Well, that happens, and again, it's one of those things where, he was an expert at the gamesmanship, but you still got to put guys on the field.
All right,
So
Nantucket will be kicking off here as we get ready to start the second half.
Ready for the second half of action here. It'll be Jeremy Casp with his first kickoff of the now late afternoon. Again, Whalers are down 28-0.
You start with an onside kick here?
I mean, perhaps. Why not? It's a little bit of a squibber. Picked up and down right about the 40 by number 12 for Falmouth, and they will take over there.
Yeah, he thought of returning it, but wisely put his knee down.
Yeah.
And right now, Falmouth, they're certainly heading for the playoffs. What do they got, a 5-1 record?
They'll be now 5-1 after today. But
Coming out of this game, and they don't want to get anybody injured. You know, they got one more game next week, who I assume might be with basketball. That's what they usually play at the end of it, but I don't know if with this new schedule what the game is next week.
Yeah.
But they don't want to get any injuries because they'll be in the playoffs the following week. Again, Cass gets a piece of him after about a 2-yard game, but again, he falls forward for 5-yard pickup. So it's 2nd and 5.
all right, so it's 2nd down and about 5 for the Falmouth Clippers. First possession of the second half, Whalers down 28-0. And a handoff up the middle, first down yardage across the 50 to about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, Nantucket knocks him back after the initial hits there, but he had plenty for the first down.
They mark him at the 49-yard line just across midfield, so 1st and 10 for the Clippers.
Good enough for a Falmouth first down. 1st and 10 from the Whalers.
So Falmouth has picked up, I believe, their 14th first down unofficially, moving the ball pretty much at will against the Whalers.
Sweep across the 45 to the 44, falls ahead to about the 42-yard line. So again, a good gain on first down for Falmouth. That looked like
7-yard pickup, bringing up 2nd and about 3.
Cooper Young walks off, a little ginger. He's banged up, but man, he is still in there, running hard.
You wonder how long Falmouth keeps their first unit in there, especially on offense. When they start getting, they got about 30 kids, 32 I counted dressed, so a lot of young kids can get some action this afternoon.
Yeah, they've got some clean jerseys down there, and here's a play busted up by the Whalers interior lineman. Griffin Fox shot through there and stuffed that play. Actually, a loss on the play of a couple, so it'll bring up 3rd and 5.
One of the few negative plays Falmouth has run today on offense. They ran that one little swing pass. I think this is the second time Nantucket is taking them for a loss.
So 3rd and about 5 from the 44-yard line of Nantucket. Again, opening drive of the second half, 9:24 to go and counting. North. Looks like a toss to our side, short side of the field. 30 back in there, so good to see him back. Good tackle.
Now, Jeremy Cass did not get himself in on that tackle, but he made the play. He kept 2 blockers occupied, pushing the 2 blockers back, which made number 30 to go wide, Giovanni to go wide, and then Nantucket tackled him for about a 1, maybe a 2-yard gain.
Bringing up 4th down.
They're not going to punt.
And they're going to go,
Yeah, they're not going to punt.
So 4th and about 4, so he only picked up 1 yard on that play. Let's see if the Whalers can start building some momentum with a big 4th down stop here.
This would be the first stop if they can do it.
Young in the backfield. Interior, and just out of the reach of Williams, unable to stop him for before the first down yardage was gained. Again, tough running by Giovanni.
Yeah, again, the arm tackles don't work on these runners. They are tough. And Giovanni's, as I mentioned when I looked at the roster, he's a short guy. And
kept those legs churning, though.
Those guys that run low to the ground and built low to the ground are harder to bring down sometimes.
So 1st and 10 at the 36 of Nantucket. Again, North in no hurry here as the clock continues to run. We're already down under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 28-0 our score. Falmouth with the lead and the ball, and they are driving. Young in the backfield. He gets the inside handoff. He's got some room into the second level, and he will run it in for a touchdown. Basically untouched. Cooper Young to the house. 31-yard scamper. And Falmouth adds to their lead. 34-0 now, as they capitalize on the first possession of the second half.
Well, now you got to bring your second unit.
Yeah.
That's high school football. You don't keep first unit players in with a 30-something-0 lead.
So here's the point after attempt for Falmouth, as they have come into Nantucket and once again denying the extra point, but damage done once again. 34-0 our score.
Can we put Casp in a wig and sneak him into the volleyball tournament?
That would be fun to watch.
If we get to the second or third round, you know. What's he blocked? 3 extra points? I know the kid's not getting them up high, but Casp is a tall dude, so maybe he is getting them up high, and Casp is getting up a little bit higher.
Yeah, it's that shrimp that he ate last night that got him that little extra pep.
Well, when you eat them without taking the shell off, you get that extra height.
That's true. That's true. I had extra horseradish in the cocktail sauce too. I don't know if he bothered to put any of that on it. 7 minutes and 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Whalers down 34-0. Let's see if they decide to kick off here. I don't know. They got a bunch of guys back there, but have not seen a kickoff go past the 30-yard line.
I see some white jerseys out here in the kickoff team, so maybe this is the second kickoff team.
Yeah. Nope. Another
Same
squibber.
idea.
Picked up and advanced a few yards, so we got a little squabble. Ian Williams getting into it at midfield.
I like the idea of picking it up and running with it.
Yeah, right?
They're tired
Why
of
not?
falling on us.
What have you got to lose now?
Yeah. So
let's see who comes in. It looks like Dwayne Martin once again will come out to play the second half here at quarterback. Let's see if he can get something going here. Number 1 on your scorebook.
A lot
Junior.
of looks like a lot of new jerseys out there. So I think it's a mix here, not a complete second unit.
Yep.
Mixing in a few.
So Martin will have Jaquan Francis in the backfield with him. Same formation, 2 wide receivers, short side, 1st and 10 for the Whalers. It'll be a handoff to Fox. He tries to get the edge. Does so and battles ahead for about 2 yards.
A tough 3 yards there by Fox. Trying to turn the corner. One more block and he might have had the corner. But they only give him a 1-yard pickup. A lot of running for 1 yard. As
and
Coach
here's Aguilar
Karen,
back in at quarterback.
as Coach Karen, my buddy, used to say, you gain yards by running north to south, not east to west.
A lot of east to west on that play. And Falmouth too disciplined to let it go any further. So Aguilar back in at quarterback here for Nantucket. He's got 3 wide receivers here to the short side, and he's passing, looking deep. He's got a man open and unable to grab it. Jaquan Francis out there unable to haul it in. He had some room.
Yeah, that was a shoulder fade. He wanted to keep running. He had to stop and fade it in and then take off.
Got 2 hands on it though. Got to be able to pull that one in, make a play for your quarterback. But unfortunately for Nantucket, incomplete pass. Good throw by Aguilar. Third and 8 coming up.
We're assured that they're going to throw it again here with the 3rd and 8. They're looking for a first down out of this.
It would unfortunately be the first down for Nantucket. They have yet to get a first down here on offense. Aguilar shuffles it ahead. Incomplete pass. Maxwell was in the vicinity. But that will bring up 4th and 8. And again, Nantucket has done the pooch punt a couple of times, but let's see what they do here. Already down 34-0 here.
You might as well go for it
Coach
now.
Saradella searching for anything to work here for the offensive unit.
The clock did stop on the incomplete passes, and they're not running the clock yet. I think they will in the 4th quarter, at the way this game is going. And I'm pretty sure if Nantucket doesn't get their first down here, that you're going to see a second offense in here for the Clippers.
Yeah. Some confusion in the backfield. Aguilar by himself. Fox comes in motion. He gets it and makes one man miss, makes another man miss, but not even close to first down yardage. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll be a turnover on downs once again for Nantucket.
So we're going to see a whole new unit here for Falmouth.
Yeah.
And these younger kids, you don't know, there could be a few seniors out there, but the younger kids here are going to get themselves a nice field position.
Yeah.
And they want to impress the coach, so they're going to try to punch it into the end zone too.
So number 18, Thomas Bushy for Falmouth in at quarterback. And let's see if who we got in the backfield with him. Clock stopped with 6:25 left in the 3rd quarter. Whalers down 34-0. Bushy hands off.
He doesn't
and
hand
big
off.
number
Nice little
75
fake
with an aggressive tackle. That's
wait a minute.
Corby.
They called the play dead. They were faked as well as you, Chris.
Yep, I was.
So
what do we got here?
They got. I don't know if they're going to call that a dead play or I don't know how they can call it a dead ball when they tackled nobody. Let's see if they give him the down over.
Do-over? What's going on here?
Well,
still first down. So
the five blind Zebras, along with some of us in the booth, didn't know where the ball was. So it's 1st and 10, no play.
1st and 10. Redo and blasted. Nope.
He
kept it. Nice run pass option there for just about 3 yards.
That quarterback's good at putting the ball in and taking it out.
Yeah, he put it right in there and dragged it right out. So Bushy with a nice keeper. Give him 2 yards here on first down. 2nd and 8 for Falmouth. Clock now continuing to run under 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
In the 70s, Nantucket used to play a team called the Pontiac, who ran the option. That was all they did, was run the option. And we used to just tackle both guys.
Tackle them all, man. Just tackle them all.
If he's put the ball in there, don't tackle just the quarterback. Don't tackle just the halfback. Tackle both of them.
There you go. Bushy under center here once again. Split wide outs. Pitch out. And he's got some room and some blockers. That's number 22. Oh, tries to cut and fell a little bit, slipped a little bit. That's Rafe Grant, another senior, but he plays on that 2nd unit.
Yeah, you like to get the seniors in that don't normally start in a situation like this here.
Coach Morency's got 16 of them, so he's got a whole other squad.
You can't put all 16 in at once. So get the other 5 in there now. Right.
Again, thank goodness Dick is the math guy on that one. Only 11 guys allowed on the field. Third down and 5.
Legally, that is. You get 12 in on occasion.
At the 30-yard line. Hand up. Another fake handoff, and he is very close to first down yardage. That's Bushy on the keep.
See, if these officials don't know where the ball is, you might be able to get 12 in there on defense.
True.
They might not be able to count that high.
I think Nantucket could use that 16 people, and maybe they'd have a chance today. It has been all Falmouth all day, 1st and 10,
Another
just
first
across the 25-yard line for Falmouth. 3:55 and counting on the game clock. 34-0. Falmouth with the lead.
Yeah, the previous two home
Ryan
games, Nantucket
Kuhn
lost by 1 and
at
7.
running back number 28, and he gets the call. They tackle both guys, though. Bushy
Right,
goes down.
that's what you got to do. Don't look for the ball, just tackle them.
Kuhn goes ahead for 5 yards on first down. 2nd and 5 for Falmouth.
See, that's part of the theory on the option is if you get it at the defensive end to start looking for the ball, then he's flat-footed.
Yeah.
So he can't tackle either one of them.
Well, and Nantucket hasn't faced a team yet that has run this kind of consistent option, RPO.
This is certainly a different quarterback
Yeah.
than the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Different style
Yeah, North more
completely.
traditional drop-back passer, good passer. Adds a little bit of run, but no option. And again, Kuhn close to first down yardage.
One thing the
Bushy
quarterback
got blasted on that one, though.
Yeah, one thing the quarterback learned is you're going to get hit
Yeah.
when you give him the ball because they still think you might have it.
So 1st and 10 at the Whaler 14-yard line. Again, Falmouth trying to add to their lead. Already up 34-0. Quick moving third quarter,
That's
2:40 and counting.
That's their 19th first down by my unofficial
Man, 19 to
stats.
none for Nantucket.
Unbelievable.
Statistics don't always tell the story, but that does.
That is a startling stat today.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to pick a 3-star here, Dick, at some point.
Yes.
They're not making it easy on us, that's for sure. Oh, nice tackle. Ian Williams eats that play up for a huge loss.
And thank goodness he let go when he did.
Yeah,
Because
right.
One more step and that would have been all taken away. He got a nice hold on him, swung him around, and then just guided him out of bounds.
All the way back to the 21-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and long.
Lots of time you have the temptation to throw him down at the end of it,
Yeah.
but when you're out of bounds and you throw him down, that's a no-no.
Williams jogs off for the moment. Potential pass play here for Falmouth. It'll be Bushy's first pass attempt. He faces a 2nd and, let's call it 18 yards from the Whaler 21.
They can get a first down at about the 3.
And they run it up the middle once again. Not much doing there. Maybe 2. Bringing up 3rd and long.
No option there, just a straight counter, and Nantucket was waiting for that.
Just tackle them all, right?
Tackle them all. When the guard goes to the bench and says, "Coach, they're tackling me. What's going on?"
They think you got the ball, son.
You're standing too close to the ball.
Just
Block.
about a minute left here as the clock continues to run down on the third quarter. 34-0 our score. Bushy
Third
under
and
center.
long.
Lone set back Hume. A couple wide receivers wide. It'll be a pitch out. Corralled. Again, an arm tackle attempt there, and Williams finally gobbled him up. A lot of run east-west for about a 3-yard gain.
That's an east-west run. I think it was Casp came in on the end
Oh,
of
cast
that one,
number
too,
85,
yeah.
yeah, excuse me. That's Elijah Gomes once again on the sweep there. He's
And
had
they-
some good runs, and
That may be the
Whalers
last
able to
play of
bottle
the quarter because I don't know if Falmouth are going to hurry up and run another one.
I highly doubt it. They're in no rush to do anything. But it brings up a 4th and about 14 as we will count down the last few seconds of the third quarter. You are watching the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whalers Athletics. We'll take a minute here, give you some highlights from last year's winter season. 34-0 our score from Vito Capizzo Stadium. Back out to Perry for 3. Good! Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again. Let's streak ahead, 2-on-1, shot. Score! That got inside the post. The player Whalers shot. Save! Allen! 2-1, push it up from half court. Justin Boyd! Good looking shot and hit. Gets in and scores! Halleck denies again. Shot saved with the star. Aguilar, nice little fake. Runs up and puts it in. Streaks ahead. Shot. Score! Just like that, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome back to Vito Capizzo Stadium. The beginning of the fourth quarter, Whalers are down 34-0. It has been a very tough afternoon for Nantucket. 0 first downs, and Falmouth has pretty much had its way on offense. They have not yet punted.
This could be the first takeover for the Whalers if they can keep them under 14 yards.
They face a 4th and 14. Backup quarterback Bushy in, and the flag stops play before it gets started. So it looks like some motion on offense that'll back them up 5 more yards. Thomas Bushy in at quarterback. Aiden North had a fantastic first half, including 2 touchdown passes, a 2-point conversion pass, and a very efficiently run offense, leading to a 28-0 halftime lead.
All right, the official is telling them to turn the clock on. Even though it's a timeout, it's running time now.
Yeah, they will run the clock here with the lopsided score. So, clock continuing to run.
Yeah, so the clock will run now, so it's going to go pretty quick here. And that was a timeout by the Whalers.
Oh, it was a timeout. Excuse me, not a penalty.
So no penalty. A timeout by the Whalers, but the official said that you're in the fourth quarter.
Huh.
So the rule is when you're down by a 34-0 lead, the clock runs.
So Bushy in a shotgun now, so maybe his first pass attempt, and it will be. He's chased by Cass. Got him in the grasp, and that will be a sack by Ian Williams. 55, not 85. So got him. That may have earned a star right there, baby.
Yes.
So first down, Whalers with the turnover on downs here.
I think that was 85 again.
No, it was definitely 55.
55.
They were both right there, though.
They were both right there, so the big defensive ends are doing their job here. Nantucket takes over, but the clock is running, so you may only get 2 possessions here in the quarter.
Yep. So 1st and 10 Whalers as they take over on downs. Dwayne Martin jogs out again. There's a little bit of a rotation of quarterbacks here now for Coach Saradellis. See if they can get some momentum going with Martin.
I just heard, I think it said Mr. Mosley, I'm not sure, won the 50-50 raffle and donated it all back to the Booster Club.
There you go. That goes all to the Booster Club. I know the Zadrogas won last night, and they did the same thing, class act. And it'll be Martin looking to, he was looking to pass, but he slipped down on a
there's some type of an option look there. He's looking to pass, looking to run.
He didn't tuck it in, so it looked like he might have wanted to throw that one, but either way, a loss on the play of about 3 yards, bringing up 2nd and 13. Clock continuing to run, under 10 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Whalers down 34-0. But they've only given up 6 points here in the second half.
That's a positive result so far. Defense has played a lot of defense today.
A lot of minutes.
Let's see if the offense can move the ball. That's all we want them to, move the ball a bit.
2nd and 13, Martin with the slip there, losing 3 yards. Fox in formation here, and Martin looking to run again. He'll weave his way forward across the 30 to about the 31. So it'll bring up another third down. I mean, the Whalers have gone for it all day on fourth down. Why stop now? But it'll be 3rd and 8.
He picked up 6 on that because of the lost yardage on the previous plays.
Yeah. And full forward. He's a good runner, Dwayne Martin, but the Whalers need more than 6 yards at a time here.
Well, if they get 2 sixes, 3rd and 4th down, they'll make it. So I don't think they're going to punt it again now.
Martin all by himself here in the backfield, and that's got to be encroachment.
That might be encroachment. Let's see.
Didn't look like anybody moved on the Nantucket side, and it will be offsides against Falmouth. So that makes it a much more manageable 3rd down now.
That's a real plus there.
3rd and about 2.
All right, we may see it here, Chris.
We're waiting with bated breath here as Nantucket tries to get their first down here with 8 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Martin follows Murphy in motion. First down, yard fumble.
He fumbles the ball. He fumbles the ball. So we do get our first down.
Technically, we did.
Martin what a way to get it.
Oh, man, just can't buy a break today here, gentlemen. Clock continuing to run, 7 minutes and 30 seconds as Falmouth gets their 2nd turnover on what would have been the Whalers' first down.
Well, it goes in the books as a first down. That's the sad thing about it. That is the sad thing about it.
1st and 10 at the Whaler 41-yard line, Falmouth.
And as you said earlier, sometimes stats don't tell the whole story.
That one tells a story. It ain't a good one. Bushy under center once again. And he hands off right up. Nope, keeps it himself.
No.
And Cass unable to grab him. Nice tackle from behind there by number 9, Gillis Cocker. He's been all over the place as well. He might get a star.
You can't say Bushy hands off.
I know. I just can't say it until I know, man.
He has a knack of.
He's really good at the fake. You got to at least admit that. 2nd and 6 for Falmouth.
At least the officials didn't blow that one dead.
Jack. Ball rests at the 38-yard line of Nantucket. Clock approaching 6 minutes to play. 2 men in motion. That's got to be.
That's got to be called back, yeah.
Got to be, yep. Quick call by.
You can't have
the Zebras
two
there.
people in motion there, Lucy.
So that'll bring up 2nd and about 10, maybe 11.
But we're under 6 minutes, so, Nantucket might not get the ball back. With the running clock, it's amazing how fast the quarter goes.
So 2nd and 12 now.
We'll start thinking of, at least I will, start thinking of my 3 stars at the 2 minute mark here.
Okay.
And
I got my 3 stars
you
already.
got your 3 stars? Cool. I better get them then.
Motion in front of Bushy. He does hand it off up the middle this time. And falling forward close to first down yardage for Falmouth is new running back number 49. I do not have number 49 on our roster, so we haven't heard any of those cars and sirens today. We talked about yesterday. But 3rd and 1 for Falmouth. Ball rests at the 33-yard line of Nantucket. Lone setback for Falmouth. And Bushy keeps it. He's got some room. He's got first down yardage and finally pitches. And a couple extra yards. Flags fly in the area of holding. So this one could come back. Yep.
They'll bring that one back.
So fortunate for Nantucket, that'll bring up 3rd and much longer for Falmouth.
But that'll give Falmouth 2 more downs, which almost could run the clock down.
4 minutes and 10 seconds now left in the game. Again, the lopsided score, 34-0, has the clock continuing to run. So it's a spot foul, brings it back to the 40-yard line. Penalty erases first down yardage. 3rd and 9 now for Falmouth. But as you say, Dick, if they get a first down here, they can run it out.
Yeah, Nantucket won't get the ball back if they get the first down, right? Nantucket needs to get the stop here.
And it looked like maybe an illegal formation. That'll be a flag down again. Lots of room to run here for number 34. But this play is coming back. He scores on the run, Jamison Murphy, but that will be erased by illegal motion.
A second flag came out over here. A third flag came out. So
lots of laundry down on the field.
If they talk about this and they leave the clock running.
Oh, yeah, right.
That'll be the last play. There won't be another play.
The clock is continuing to run here.
All right, I'm going to get my 3 stars out here.
Illegal motion is the call, and an illegal block. 3 penalties, 2 against Falmouth, 1 against Nantucket. They had an illegal hands to the face. But it is a 10-yard penalty on Falmouth. That will now be 3rd and, let's call it 19, 22.
All right. My 3 stars here. My number 3 star, I have a tie for number 3 star.
Yeah.
Number 54, Nathan Benson, and number 55, Ian Williams.
There you go.
Tie for my number 3. My number 2 star is going to go to Gillis Carter.
Yeah.
And my number 1 star for those blocks and good tackling, Jeremy Cass.
Jeremy Cass, your number 1 star. I agree with you. Number 85 gets the MVP here this afternoon. All over the place on defense, and including 3 PAT blocks. Pitch back. Martin trying to contain the edge. He will not do so. 34 weaving his way to first down yardage and continues and barrels ahead inside the 20. That is another big boy at running back, Jamison Murphy, just a sophomore, but he rumbled for over 20 there. Almost a 30-yard run. As the ball is now 1st and 10 at the Whalers 18, and
that will do it.
Pretty much do it.
That will do it
For this afternoon's ball game as the clock continues to run.
A couple more running plays.
The
telling stat for me, I mean, the score, the shutout, the whole bit. But the telling stat for me is 21 first downs for Falmouth. That's very unofficial. 1 first down for Nantucket. That is official. Yeah.
That is official, unfortunately. That math even I can do. No laughing matter here. 1st and 10 as Falmouth just running out the clock here in a game that was over basically after the first possession. Bushy weaving his way and gets blasted before he's able to get in the end zone.
I missed that one because I had the handoff with the tackle in the middle.
Yep.
And he's still running down the sidelines.
I do see the grill still fired up. Maybe I can run down and get myself a kielbasa
get over there.
You
better get over there before these hungry lads from Falmouth.
That's true.
The Boost
this
Club
should
is
be the
feeding.
last play of the game here as Bushy jogs on.
The Boost Club is feeding the Falmouth Clippers.
They don't even need to run a play here, I don't think.
No.
Maybe victory formation, but Falmouth will move their record to 5-1. Unfortunately, the Whalers will enter next week's Island Cup with a record of 0-7.
If you're a coach, you're just hoping they don't run a play and score.
Yeah.
You don't mind if they run a play, but you want them to get tackled.
And nope, it'll be a touchdown Falmouth on the last play of the game. Let's see if they do not run that. I did not catch the number on the Falmouth touchdown, but the final score will be 40-0. Falmouth comes in here and ruins our homecoming festivities, up to and including a play that probably didn't even need to happen.
No, you don't want to run a play where you can. You don't want to run a play like that for the touchdown. No, that's not the way you want to end it. But
we've only had 3 home games here this year, but it has been a lot of fun hanging out with you, Dick, and talking a bunch of football. And we saw a great game with Mashpee a good game against Sandwich despite the 2 losses. This game, not so much, as it was basically, as you said, over after the first offensive possession, unfortunately, with the turnover, and they turned that into a quick score, and they were off and running. The Falmouth Clippers were to ruin homecoming festivities here.
Well, the Mashpee game they should have won.
Yeah.
In the Sandwich game they could have won. That's the way I look at it. And it was tough. You know, you lose that Mashpee game, the second game of the year. A lot of people, and I didn't see it, a lot of people said Nantucket should have won the opening game on the road.
Against Spelman. They had their opportunities in that game as well.
I didn't see that, so I don't know the facts on that one. But, you know, once you get yourself down and they're down, I just hope that they can get themselves up because they can survive the season.
Salvage a
get the
victory
island, keep the Island Cup and bring it back here. That would be a nice feeling for these seniors.
Well, as we've had this story a couple times, I grew up in Ohio, Cleveland, and that Ohio State-Michigan thing, if you only win one and it's against Michigan, it's a successful season. So if the Whalers can only win one, and if it's against the Vineyard, we're leaving Martha's Vineyard with a smile no matter what the record is.
Beyond that, Nantucket can play another game.
That's true.
No matter what happens next week. They can opt into playing that game. That'll be decided after next week.
Right. And maybe we'll see Monomoy or Cape Tech or somebody can come over here.
We possibly could get another home game like we did last year.
Well, let's hope for that because we always want to give the nation some more football here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. Again, it has been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you, Dick. And, of course, my guy Sean on the camera and Charlie Hoyleman helped us out as well. Charles has been unbelievable behind the scenes from NCTV 18. And, of course, thanks to Lisa and the entire gang over at NCTV for letting us use all this wonderful equipment and getting things going. One way or the other, we're going to be back over at John J. O'Neill Gymnasium because the volleyball team's ranked number 8. And they are going to host at least one game, probably 2, because they will be the higher-ranked team in that first round. They've got a couple of games off island still to go. So we wish Coach Viselli and his volleyball team the best of luck. And we'll see. Are you going to travel over? Are you going over to the Island Cup?
I'm thinking of it, yes.
Me too.
I'm thinking of it, yes.
I have not done one on the other side yet. And, you know, I'm a newbie to the Island Cup and the rivalry and whatnot. But what an experience that would be to sneak over and check one out. Hopefully the Whalers can, again, retain the cup and salvage some of the season, which has been otherwise unforgettable, certainly for new head coach Tim Saradellis. But congrats to Falmouth. I mean, they are playoff bound here and a couple divisions up from us. You know, came in and did what they wanted basically on offense.
They were a good club.
And looked good on defense, although it was aided by a lot of offensive inefficiencies, as we talked about pregame on the Nantucket side. But we're going to say goodnight here and wish the nation an incredible homecoming weekend. Enjoy the rest of the festivities. Stay safe. And we'll see you for some playoff volleyball, if not some football here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. Thanks very much. Have a great evening, Whalers Nation. Perry for 3. Good! Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again. Streak ahead, 2-on-1 shot. Score! That got inside the post. The player Whalers shot. Save! Allen! 2-1. Push it up from half court. Good! Justin Boyd! Dribble. Pass. Puts it over. Good looking shot and hit. Takes it and scores!